Hello, my dear Pisces. This is your love and spirituality reading for the month of February 2019 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We are soon entering into Aquarius season, so happy birthday to all Aquarius out there. And I read for the signs in order of most liked videos, and you can see the order I read in this time around at the community section of my channel. And thank you all Pisces for liking, watching, commenting, donating and subscribing to my channel. I am so grateful for all of your appreciation, and hitting the like button, it means so much because it actually helps my channel in a very great way. This is a general reading for sun, moon and rising sign. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And for this reading I will use the Crystal Tarot by Elisabetta Trevisan. Crystal Tarot. And I'll start shuffling your cards. So, see what's going on with you, Pisces. And here we have a Queen of Swords and a Two of Pentacles. So, Queen of Swords and Two of Pentacles. It seems like you are in a tricky situation which you are handling with some kind of excellence. Like you're using your logic mind to balance yourself up. Queen of Swords is Libra. You might be dealing with a Libra, but Libra is also the scales, so it's about balance. Two of Pentacles is unbalance. It's when we are going from one state to another state, and it can be like people don't usually like changes, but if we are going to go through changes, we might as well do it with some kind of grace. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the High Priestess with the Queen of Swords. So some of you might actually be dealing with a swords person, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or a person that are like this, being a little bit hard to get. And with the Two of Pentacles, sometimes it's like a person don't really investing in you. And here with the High Priestess, I'm thinking this is mostly talking about you. You don't want to invest in a situation before you are sure. It's like you're looking, waiting, feeling into this situation. What do you want? How do you want your life to change? How do you want the situation to change? So it's two very wise ladies. And we can say that the Queen of Swords is actually the High Priestess, her head, her mind, her logic. The Queen of Cups might be her emotions and so on. So this is like having the antenna out to the heavens and asking, okay, what will be the next step? What's the next step I will take? The Two of Pentacles is one step, two step. Can sometimes be one step back, two step forward, one step back, two step, three steps forward maybe. And it's this with change. It's oscillate. We don't really know where it's going, but with this you are kind of self-assured that you are able to make the best decision in this situation to have the best change possible. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we have a little Knave of Chalices together with the Queen of Swords. So I actually saw this in the Aquarius reading, so some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius. These two cards together like this. Someone is maybe ignoring someone that's in love, or ignoring love messages of some sort, or might be ignoring their inner child. But I think that there's reasons for this. Either the person coming here might have been a person you couldn't trust in the past, or it might be that this person is too juvenile, or the offer is too small. It can also be that you want to be very logic in this situation, and you don't want to listen to your heart in this situation, because you feel that with the Two of Pentacles, you can have felt like you have been played, and you want to be sharper in this situation. You don't want to be played or fooled. So there's something like this is going on. So I'm trusting you that you are doing the best way, the thing in the best way you can here. If you are dealing with an air sign or a person that seems unavailable, it's probably because they don't trust you fully. Even if you haven't given them any reason to doubt, they don't trust you. So if you want them, you probably need to show that you're trustworthy. It can feel very unfair because maybe they are the one that you feel is not trustworthy, so why should you? And in that case, trust your own intuition, your own instincts. You rule your life. You don't have to lay flat for anyone if you don't want to. Okay, so I call the 6 elements, and we have 3 of Wands with the Knave of Chalices, so Page of Cups here. This is communication. This is usually messages, and this is kind of negotiation in partnership. So someone wants to negotiate something with you. With the Queen of Swords, you might have seen, it seems like you are unavailable, or it might be that you want to negotiate something with someone that's a little bit unavailable, because they're trying to be smart. They want a good future. They don't want to risk everything by jumping the gun or doing something foolish. Okay, so the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today. And here we have Knight of Wands together with 10 of Pentacles, and also the Knight of Chalices. So it might be that you have different suitor. This is usually Pisces. You might be suiting a Sagittarius, or you have 2 suitors, very passionate suitors. Is water and fire, so might be one of those signs, but can be any sign. It might be that they are coming with commitment towards you with the 10 of Pentacles here. So if you don't trust them, they want to show you that you can trust them. Okay, and it might be also some creative endeavor that you are out on. And if you are, you need to listen to your inner child, because that is the person that kind of have the dream for the future. And it seems like whatever dream you are embarking on, you might be able to fulfill it with the 10 of Pentacles here. It's very likely that you will have a windfall of success with these kind of cards. This is kind of gifts coming in, and this is the end results. So someone might be offering you something that's very abundant. So either commitment, marriage, maybe you're buying a new house, maybe you are embarking on a new career that's going to be successful. It looks very kind of pretty. Okay, so I also want you to have creative success. I want you to find yourself in loving relationships and also have creative success, and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Oh, good, great. So it's shuffled. I will just tune in for a few seconds to you, Pisces, and this reading and the energy of February. Okay. So Pisces, if you have been falling in love with someone that has been unavailable, it might be that the 2 of Pentacles card is showing that there's about to be a change with this person. With the 2 High Priestess, it might be that they are feeling that there's a very important connection between you two inside of themselves, and that they want to embark on a journey with you. So that's for some of you that have been maybe dealing with a very unavailable person. It might, of course, also be like this, that this person will continue to be unavailable, but in that case, it seems like new suitors will come in with the 2 knights there. Okay. So this, my dear Pisces, is your future, and this is your now, and this is your past. So in the past, we have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is a situation where we have given a lot, and we haven't felt like we got anything in return. And that might be in a relationship, in a dream we might have harbored, or workplace environment, or whatever. So we feel like we want something new, we want something better. So we are embarking on a journey to get something better. And we're leaving the old dream, the old people, the old relationships, the old situations behind, because we tried to do those things and it didn't give us the satisfaction that we wanted. So it's time for something new. But the 8 of Cups is a little bit of a warning there, because it's 8's our eternity symbol. So we might just come back around again and find out that our previous dream was the actual big dream. Yeah, and here we have the Queen of Swords again. I think she comes in the same position as for Aquarius. It might be that you are just very close, since Aquarius kind of rules February and Pisces March, so it might be why you are coming this close together. This can be a Libra, Gemini, or any person that wants to be very wise. It's a queen, so there's a certain warmth and consideration with this person, but they are not easily fooled, and they have a great judgment skill, so you can't make them hope and believe in something that they have no hope for. It's impossible. You can't persuade them. They trust themselves and the truth that they feel inside of them, and it's only their own experience or their first-hand experience that can make them change their mind. In other case, you can't persuade them into thinking like you or feeling like you. So that can sometimes be very sad if this, for example, is a soulmate partnership, and the person doesn't understand that you are important. In that case, this might be a lost opportunity, but it's what it is. I don't think you can change this person's mind. They need to make up their mind themselves. And this might be you being like this, that you are not, as long as you don't feel it, you're not going to embark on it. And here we have also Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is usually Gemini, again, might be Libra or Aquarius. Any person that has kind of a very one-way mindset. It's not a selfish person per se, but it's a person being very convinced that they are right, again, is what I'm feeling here. So they already know what's going to happen. It's a failed dream is what I'm feeling. Someone already kind of think that they know that what the future will hold, so they are not going to be positive or enthusiastic about something. So either if you are pursuing a person like this, you really need to convince them that with actions, usually not with words, it's not going to be enough. There needs to be actions being shown that this is serious, you mean business, you want something that's tangible or valuable, and you're ready to build on it and ready to show loyalty. And if this is the other way around, you are in this mindset and you are not going to accept anything below the standard that you have decided upon, because we already have left with the Eight of Cups something that didn't work, so we don't want more of the same old. Okay, so it's very one-way street here is what I'm feeling, but sometimes this is what is needed. It's the law of repulsion. What we say no to with force, when the universe is sending us this, it will be less of that. As long as we say no with force, but doesn't attach to the story of how we were sent this bad thing, because that makes a kind of a karmic situation where you will get the same again and again and again, even if you don't like it. But when we say no with this kind of force, with this kind of persuasion and feeling so strongly about it, it's the other option will maybe dwindle down and die. Okay, so this is your past, my dear Pisces. And we have a Knave of Pentacles. So Knave of Pentacles is a new endeavor. Suits well with the Eight of Cups there. We leave something old behind and start something new. It might be, for example, a person tired of their work, starting to study, or tired of the relationship and plans to find something that's new, that's better for them. So it's like nurturing a seed, and the seed is the dream. So we are dreaming here, and since we are dreaming, we are finding also a direction. For example, searching for some education that will fit, searching for a new job, searching for a new partner. But it's not a very anxious, longing kind of energy. It's more a planning energy, or energy of one step in front of the other, one foot in front of the other until I'm there. So it's not any get it now ideas. It's more determination, we can say, but in a very humble and rather sweet way. Like, I have things to learn, or I have things I need to do, but eventually I will get there. So it's like a student, we can say. Next card is the Tower. So why is the student embarking on this Tower? So I'm thinking this student are ready to sacrifice a lot of the old to gain something new. To kind of end old relationships, old creative endeavors, old careers, old everything, because they are serious about this. They don't want the same old, so they are ready to tear down everything that didn't work. So I'm very impressed with this energy, someone being very courageous here. Next card is the Three of Cups. So this is kind of the dream, what we want. We want some kind of fulfillment. Three of Cups is overflowing love, overflowing abundance that comes from being able to manifest the dream. It's the Holy Trinity, and it's in water, so it's very fulfilling for the heart. It's the thing that makes it our life worth living. And for some of you, it might be that you are in a third party relationship and you have a trouble choosing who you want to be with. Maybe all options might be a little bit undesirable because of the Eight of Cups and the Tower, but you still know how love should feel. So the aim is straight, even if the result might be a little bit disappointing sometimes. And here we have a Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands might be a person of your dreams, or it's your own self-respect and self-awareness and warmth, and also a lot of experience and wisdom that you are using to find this dream. It's like having a slow fire burning that's not going to burn out anytime soon. It's a real strength. It's as being able to access a lot of energy that can be used, for example, to come to, like, go through several years of education, for example. This is a person that doesn't give up, or a person that it can also be a love that's kind of never ending. Someone being very tolerant for a very long time and passionate over a very long time. It's some fuel here. It's like I'm feeling it's fuel being dug from deep within, like a deep strength is coming up here. And for some of you, it might be that there's a love situation where maybe someone is very, I got my mind set on you. It's the song I'm hearing. I will write it down before it slipped my mind. Got me mind. This is a song that comes now and then, so I'm a little bit tired of it, to be honest. But it's like the oracle cards. They come again and again and again because they are kind of reflecting something that's going on now in an astrologic sense in people's life, like a certain pattern that needs to be worked through. So someone here has their mind set on something. And in this scenario, what I'm seeing right now is like a person that are very decisive of other person that they want. And this is the Queen of Wands here. That might be this person's love of their life. But I think there has been a separation earlier between these two people. Either you are the person that you have decided that this is the one I love, or you are the one being not courted per se. I'm not feeling that this person is courting you, maybe not actively anyway, and this is in the past. It's more like they have like an insight from above, realized that you are the only one. They can't really they know in their heart that there's only one. So okay. And here we have a Six of Wands. So whoever is the Queen of Wands is kind of winning this. So it might be that you gave everything to someone that just stole all your energy and you left them. And now they can't stop thinking about you. And you are kind of the one that they are dreaming of, or it might be this way for you. But there has been some kind of ugliness in the past, that maybe the relationship wasn't equal or just, or maybe we took each other for granted, or there might have been different things that made people feel very unloved or unappreciated. Okay, so that's one scenario, but all the other things is still standing. You have a dream, you want to embark upon it, and in that case it seems like it will be an amazing success, because you're ready to sacrifice everything that doesn't work to get there. So it's a recipe for success. And Six of Wands is the victory card, and it's like a win-win card. So there's no more this unbalanced one giving and another one taking, or people taking each other for granted. This is knowing what's worth something. And this is in the now, and we have a beautiful Ace of Swords, and it's not in the reverse, it's just pointing downwards to a certain point, a little crab here. So I'm thinking someone has learned the truth of what's in their heart, what's worth fighting for. This is also a victory card, Ace of Swords, but it's more like a mission of a victory. Blood, sweat and tears, victory at last. It's like being a person going after the Holy Grail, or being Jeanne d'Arc on a mission. So I feel that they definitely know what's in their heart, and it's, again, I got my mind set on you. This is the mind, and it's set. Maybe on a person that's more emotional. So it can be like this, that this person was a little bit unemotional before. With earth and air, it's a little bit person planning and thinking ahead, and not being caught up in the moment, not being particularly passionate, being more logic, hardworking, not easy to persuade, and all these things I said before. And maybe they missed an opportunity because of this. Maybe they didn't see what they had in front of them. And here we have a Six of Swords, comes underneath Tower. So again, truth from the heart. But this time it's a little bit more humble. It's a person that might be able to admit to have been doing certain things in a way that wasn't super positive, and are now wanting to change, wants to do things in a better way. It's a purity to this card. It's a purity of heart. Someone that doesn't do the blame game anymore, but actually wants to communicate in a way that's prosper. So we can see we have both Six of Wands and Six of Swords. So it's very masculine sixes connected to the Lover's card. So it might be the divine masculine has found out what's in their heart, and they feel that the Queen of Wands here is kind of worth the effort, the divine feminine. And it doesn't have to be a masculine person. Many females are very masculine in their approach, my way or the highway, very stubborn. So it can easily be a female and a male, or the other way around, or two females or two males, or no gender for that matter. And here we have a Six of Cups, so more of connection with the Lover's card. And the Six of Cups comes underneath Three of Cups. So someone remember a very great love, something that they had that made them immensely happy, but with the Eight of Cups they might not have valued it enough, so it slipped through their fingers. So someone wants the second chance. It's very obvious, and it might also be you yourself that know now what it is that you have wanted your whole life, and you're set on getting it. So with the Ace of Swords and the two sixes here, you know what's making you happy, so why bother wasting time on anything else? Okay, next card here is Two of Wands, and it comes underneath the Queen of Wands. So she's not super approachable. Maybe she has bad memories of the Eight of Cups and doesn't want to give anymore. So it's like not a closed door per se, but it's a passage we need to ask for permission to be able to go through. So fool me once, okay, but this person, you can't fool them anymore. It's it's a very powerful card. Okay, it's like having a great self-control. So even if you love someone to death, you're not inviting them in until they show that they mean business. Or you don't jump on the first job opportunity that's given to you, because you know exactly what you want, and you know your value, and you know your worth, and you know what's going to make you happy, what's not going to make you happy. So there's no fooling around here. There's no taking chances. It's very, again, I'm feeling this feeling of a person using the law of repulsion to make their life better. So it's powerful, and it's probably very divinely, like the person is divinely supported with that kind of strange strength emerging from these cards. With the 10 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands, it's kind of like a no-go with this person. They are not going to give the same thing that they gave before. It's like they have elevated themselves. I'm seeing almost like a person riding an elephant with a lot of glittering and gold. So royal comes to mind, like someone that have elevated themselves into a royal and with the elephant, very wise state. It's like they know their soul self, and they are not for sale. They are not for sale. This is going to have to be real. It has to be something that's worth something. In other case, we are not going to get anything out of this Queen of Wands. So in most cases, this will of course be you, Pisces, that feels like this, and you have worked on yourself to strengthen yourself and strengthen your self-esteem and put yourself in a better position to find earthly happiness, and starting to become more content with who you are and where you are going, and you don't need anyone else to help you along that road, in the sense that you can be happy with what you create for yourself. If someone wants to come, they kind of need to give you the same thing that you would be giving them. There needs to be equality, and it needs to be a person that's as royally mature as you. And now it's just the Knave of Pentacles. So I'm understanding if you are having doubts on inviting this person in, because maybe they have done some real changes and they have understood, they have had some kind of epiphany here, but it doesn't help if they don't have the experience to put some action behind of that. Maybe it's for them just a dream, and they don't know how to fulfill that dream, and that is too juvenile for you if you are in this position, the Queen of Wands. So I'm not seeing you letting them come in. You might be very friendly. I don't feel a hostile energy. You have 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups here. This is a little bit, it's just a very great boundary. It's here but no longer. It's like seeing an old girlfriend or your ex-husband or a friend from the past that once betrayed you, and being warm and inviting towards them, but it's like a door or a wall where they can't pass. There's no, for a romantic situation, there's no kissing, there's no holding hand, there's no sexual encounters. And with a friend, it might be only on a casual, like light-hearted level. We can take a coffee, but it's not going to be in the way that it was before, because I have other things in my life now that's valuable, and I'm not risking that to be betrayed once more. So that's how it feels with these kind of cards. So it's not hostile, it's very friendly, and it's very mature, but it's also, you can't make this person budge. Okay. So I'm thinking one person was like this before, but maybe in an unfair way. They were all about themselves, and they have really high boundaries, and maybe you, Pisces, learned from this other person, and now you are like that, but with another kind of warmth than what they might have had. Maybe they did these things, kept you on an arm's length distance or whatever, for their own benefit, but you are doing it because you know what's fair. If a person gives you the same thing that you give them, then that's an open gate. But you suspect that this might not be the case, that the person is maybe going to deprive you of all your energy again, and you are not up for that, or it's kind of a no-go. And here is the future, and we have the little knave becoming, through the Ace of Swords, becoming the Fool. So they are very set on something, but again, it's a child, but it's a soul child. So it's someone being very tuning in with their soul, and knowing that probably that you are the one, Pisces. So they can't really change their mind about that. It's what it is. The person wants what they want, and that is going to make them embark on a road, on a journey that will make them grow and give them probably eventually the experience that's needed to come to this level of also being able to give in an equal manner. But it's not saying that they will be able to do this during this lifetime. Maybe it will take 10 lifetimes more before this has happened. But I think your love, the love that you shared here, Six of Swords, Three of Cups, is making them being able to do that and develop in that direction. So it's kind of very beautiful. Yes, and here we have the Lovers. We got the Lovers in the same position for some other sign. Maybe Aries, Sagittarius. I don't remember, but some of the signs I did before you: Leo, Virgo, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius. So you might be dealing with one of those signs. So the love is there. It's not going to go anywhere. The person might have been awfully cool before and didn't want to work, didn't want to give of themselves, but that has changed. We can say it's changed. They have another mindset now when knowing what they have lost here, and that might actually be a very gruesome truth to know, that I had something that was amazing, Three of Cups, Six of Cups, and now I don't have that anymore because of something that I did to lose this. So it's crude awakening is what I'm feeling. A person that they really don't want to have this kind of epiphany, but it's coming anyway, and they it seems with the Six of Swords that they are able to take this truth to their heart and live with the fact that they might have done something that actually wrecked their own chances to happiness. And it hasn't really wrecked those chances, because whomever wants the Queen of Wands, it seems like she is much in love as well. Queen of Wands, Six of Cups, Six, the Lover. So it's just that she or he doesn't want the same old. So only way for this situation to come into union is for this person to grow. So they need to study long and hard to be able to know how to act in a relationship, to show loyalty, to show devotion, to show vulnerability, open heart, willingness to work on things, to be able to stay within a conflict, make their voice heard, also being able to listen to other people, all the things that makes us able to be in relationships that's prosper and growing, and where we can grow together with another person. So how do we get this kind of experience? Well, much can come just from this awareness. So when we are more scared of losing something, we become more careful with what we say and do, and we try to be more grown up about things, and less acting with less hazardous behavior or gambling behavior. And if we know what's worth something, we don't risk losing it. So I'm thinking this person knows this now, so it's just that they need experience maybe together with you. But here with the Seven of Swords underneath the Queen of Wands and Two of Wands, I don't think she's not going to believe that this is the truth. She's going to have he or she is going to have a very hard time trusting that this is the truth. They are going to see it as another game from the other person, another way to approach them or get what they want. So they don't think that this person is sincere, and trust can't be built, is what I'm seeing. Seven of Swords, Six of Cups, the Tower. They just remember what happened in the past, and it's very hard for them to see that the person are able to change, or that there's a genuine want to change. So this is going to take a lot of time. This is going to take a lot of time where we again and again and again and again and again and again show loyalty. Even if we need to be the best friend to this person we want for 10 or 15 years or for the rest of our lives, we need to show that kind of devotion. I'm not seeing that the Queen of Wands is holding the other person, like keeping them out. It's more like they are not letting them into their sanctuary, or into where we can become more intimate, or friends for life. It's more a casual approach, and where we hold back so we won't get hurt again. So it's very natural reaction, but and maybe what's needed. Maybe this person gets the experience how to deal with and be nice towards a person by not getting what they want and having to fight for it. Maybe that will give them the experience necessary to actually be that person one day that can be trusted. Okay, and here we have a King of Pentacles. So the little Knave of Pentacles is in the end transforming to a King of Pentacles. So that is what the divine wants for this person to grow and be able to approach life in a very grown-up way, where we take responsibility for ourselves, our actions. We protect ourselves. We also protect the other people that's involved, and we are building on prosperity, happiness. It's a person doing the best they can to live the best way possible on earth. It can be a farmer, a physician, a healer, someone that dedicates themselves to making the world a better place through hard work. Okay, so it's a very hands-on person, and well, it comes underneath the Six of Wands and 10 here, so they have a lot to overcome, a lot of obstacles, so they need this kind of determination for the long haul. So there's no get it now ideas. I think the Knight of Swords wants it like now. They want to go back and have what they had before, but they are not ready for it. If they do it in this kind of way, they will just wreck it all over. So they need to probably come like this. It might be that you have different suitors as well, earth, air, fire, maybe water also. We have Cancer here, Gemini. So what can we say about this? It needs to take time, and it can be also that you're dealing with an earth person that's very unavailable. But I'm thinking this person have become their own husband, like their own protector. And if we want to be with them, we also need to match that kind of vibration to be a protector. Someone takes responsibility and not playing games or being in it for fun or for thrill. Okay. And if this is you not being in a relationship, but actually building on your life dream, it seems like different sides of you needs to come together to work towards this common goal. And you need to let every bit and part of you to get space and give yourself attention. Find out what it is that you want. Find out also if there's something in the past that needs healing for you to be able to overcome some obstacles. It's about getting real. What do I really want? What do I really feel? What do I really dream about? There's no time for hiding away the truth. So sometimes the truth might hurt because you think that it's a no-go, you're not going to have it, or it might be that the longing has been there for so long. So if you open up that kind of chest and like and opening up and looking inside, maybe you will not be able to be so tolerant for not having it just yet. So sometimes when we find out how we really feel about something, we can get very anxious and we feel very unjustly treated. Why haven't I got this in my life already? Why am I deprived of this? So it takes courage, and also parts of yourself that can calm other parts down, so you can be okay with not having everything you want, even if it feels unfair. Everything happens for a reason. The delays always have a reason. Maybe you wouldn't be able to appreciate happiness before you have learned something crucial. Okay. So, for my dear Pisces, what is your counterpart feeling about you? What are they feeling about you? This card, I feel. It's not only about being right. Okay, so since the Queen of Wands seems very... I can be either way around. Like, either you are in the Queen of Swords kind of realm. Maybe you didn't give so much before. And you're now trying to pursue this person that's unavailable, or you are the unavailable person being pursued by the person that didn't give so much before, and this is kind of it's crucial actually, but it might feel unfair that they are saying this to you, because maybe they were all about being right, and that's why you lost your mojo for them. It's not only about being right. There's a part from a song, Hallelujah, where they say, I seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. So it means that in love, the one that yields is the one that wins. And what we wins is kind of being in this vulnerable state of the moon and being ruled by emotions in our love. Because if we love someone and we lose them, that's a big blow. But everything that is worth having is also going to be very hurtful if you lose it. Losing a child, losing your career, losing a loved one, everything that's worth having is also going to be painful if we lose it. We still need to aim towards having it. We can't live our lives in emptiness just because of fear of loss. So, in all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the things that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went the greater length in considering the other's perspective. Don't you agree, the universe? And for many of you Pisces, I think you already know this. It's just that you felt that the other person didn't, and that they were all about winning, and while you were all about maybe trying to make the relationship healthy. So that's why you have the 8 of Cups there, and that's why you have become this headstrong, because you have already given everything. And this is the advice for you when it comes to this love situation. You are adored. Okay, don't be fooled by the players, and don't be fooled by yourself. There's no one more lovable nor loved than you, and I know everyone. Precious, the universe. So if you're only meeting player type of persons, don't be sad, because it's not about you. It's maybe about the light that you can shine, and you can put them in this position, being so in love with you that they actually can have the ability to change. So it's not saying anything about your value as a partner. Actually, there's no one more lovable nor loved than you. Okay, so take that to heart, Pisces. Okay. Yes. I'm going to take another card from the Oracle of Angels. That one. To see if there's some spiritual advice for you, my dear Pisces. Heaven's door. I think this is the heaven's door. Someone is not letting someone else into paradise. It's no. We need to be worthy to enter into there. In this case. Okay, heaven's door. If you've been anxiously waiting for a door to open with the promise of a new opportunity, the time is drawing near. Trust in the divine timing. The door will open at the perfect time, and you'll see exactly why it was worth the wait. In the meantime, hold on to your fate. The reward is imminent. Life unfolds for me exactly as it's meant to. I trust in divine timing, and I'm grateful for all my blessings. So this is kind of what we talked about before with the moon card, how we might feel, if we really feel on what we have been missing and what we long for, we might feel that, why didn't I have it already? What did I do wrong? Why wasn't I let into heaven? But there was things needed to be learned, and not only you needed to learn things, maybe the people you are going to join into paradise with needed to learn things. Okay. So my dear Pisces, I hope this helped. I love to do the readings for you because they are often very straightforward. You are not particularly complex, because you don't try to hide what's in your heart. Some Pisces does, because it's hard to be having emotion as your superpower, so we can become very cold because of that. But most Pisces, they know you are the one that knows all this and are here to teach everyone else, so your readings are easier. It's not as heavy energy as it might be with other signs that have more to learn when it comes to matters of the heart. So thank you for that, Pisces. I'm very grateful. I want to welcome you back to my March reading that I will perform in the mid of February. I'm also going to do pick a card reading in the beginning of February about what they are thinking about you after a request from a viewer. So that is what's going on. So look me up then, and see you, and take really good care of yourself. Bye bye.